speaking of your sons, Billy played you in the movie Miracle, which is probably what raised even more notoriety about you guys for this new generation. Was Neil a little bit butthurt about that at all, or how did Billy snag the job?
Not really. I always kid Billy. I tell him he made more money in the movie than I did. But, he actually had to try out. They didn't know who he was till 3/4 of the way through, and flew him out to LA. And then the producer, Gavin O'Connor, asked him, "Is Buzz your father?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "You should have told me earlier. I would have put you automatically in the movie." He said, "Well, I want to do it on my own." No, but Neil, no, my kids are, they're not competitive with each other. They get along with each other and they love each other. And, it didn't bother Neil at all. Neil I think he was working out in Montana at the time. And so it didn't bother him at all. And it was a good opportunity for Billy too.
Yeah, exactly. Was Jonathan Seagal a better player version of you in the TV show than Billy did, or did Billy nail it?
Yeah, Billy, I think nailed it, but I never did see the first one they put out. I can't remember when the first Miracle movie came out. I think I was playing hockey or over in Switzerland at the time, so I didn't see much of it, and so I didn't really know that much about that one.
So you were just busy living the life of
Schneider.
Living,
yeah. So yeah. I caught up to it after it was all done.
Well, and speaking of the famous Miracle on Ice movie that everybody knows and loves, how cool was that to have been a part of the team that won it, and then to see this turn into this big thing? And even someone like me who wasn't alive in 1980, that's still one of my favorite movies. And I feel like I watched it in real time, even though I wasn't even alive, because the movie is so cool. How cool is that as someone who experienced the actual thing?
It was special, not only to me, but the other guys. We were there, seeded 7th going into the Olympics back in 1980. And we had a good team. A lot of people don't realize how good we were when you look at the guys that went on the National Hockey League and played well. But, we came together, we bonded, we all get along. We all still get along to this day. And to do something like that, winning the gold medal, I mean, we didn't suspect that at all. I mean, it kind of took us a little bit too, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure probably the other 19 guys I played with, and I think it's pretty special to me, and a good bunch of guys too. We all still get along. It's wonderful. And for the movie to come out, I think that actually gave us legs. I mean, it's still popular now. It's hard to believe it's carried on this long, really. I mean, it's amazing, but it's kind of fun though too.
Yeah. How accurate overall was the movie, whether it was in the depiction of Herb Brooks or kind of some of the things that went on? I mean, was it pretty to a T as much as you remember it?
It was pretty close. They did take a few liberties in the movie. I believe, and I think Jack O'Callahan and Robbie McClanahan, they never really fist fought at all. So they did carry that. But it was amazing to see that movie being made. I mean, Kurt Russell, he did a wonderful job playing Herb Brooks. And in fact, he learned how to write left-handed. When I had the opportunity back when they were filming it out in Vancouver, I went back. I told my wife I'd take her back out there, unbeknownst that we didn't know they were filming the Miracle movie there at that time. And it was amazing how they filmed that movie. I mean, I first saw Kurt Russell, he looked just like Herbie. It gave me chills. I go, wow, does he look like him? And he acted like him. His mannerisms were identical.
Yeah.
And the way they did that movie out there, they took a bigger rink and they put plywood around it to make it a smaller rink. And they had cardboard cutouts for people. And I really learned a lot. It was pretty accurate. And I enjoyed watching it being made. And I also enjoyed watching it.